So 2 days ago, Saudi Arabia's public investment fund announced that it will be investing in AI infrastructure through its new subsidiary called UMain, which has separately struck deals with Nvidia and AMD. The fund is looking to acquire hundreds of thousands of advanced AI chips, which will be for data centers with a potential capacity of over 500 megawatts over the next 5 years. These announcements played a significant role in Nvidia and AMD shares increase. Additionally, Supermicro Computer saw a substantial surge in its share price following its partnership announcement with Saudi Arabia's DataVolt, which is shaping up to be a multi-year deal that is valued over $20 billion to supply AI systems. Now, Saudi Arabia's public investment fund has placed an order for up to 30 Boeing 737 MAX jets, comprising a firm order of 20 737-8 aircraft and the options for 10 more. This significant purchase happened during the president's visit to Saudi Arabia, which is part of the nation's broader strategy to expand its aviation sector and align with Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 goals. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time stopping by, do consider subscribing to the channel. So for the rest of the video, I will be going over the technicals on the NASDAQ, Tesla, and Nvidia, specifically because of what I said in my previous video. Additionally, I will be going over the technicals on ticker symbol B8, which is Boeing, Broadcom, ticker symbol AVGO, and last but not least, ticker symbol PLTR, Palantir. Let's start things off with the NASDAQ triple Qs. So for today, the NASDAQ pretty much traded sideways and was only up 0.11%. With that said, let's take a listen to what I said in my previous video about the ETF. Above current support, you have resistance at 510. If the NASDAQ can break above 510, I want you guys to look for a run towards 520. As you guys can see, my analysis was on point with the NASDAQ breaking above 510 and hitting my price target at 520. Going forward, if the NASDAQ can't get above 520, then look for a pullback to 510. If that level can't hold as support, then look for a pull down to 501. Now, above 520, the next resistance level to watch is going to be at 530. Now, in terms of the RSI on the 4-hour time frame, we're still currently in overbought conditions. With that said, at these elevated price points, I'm currently looking for a pullback in the NASDAQ. Now let's jump to the next stock, ticker symbol NVDA. But before I get into the technicals, let's have a listen to what I said in my previous video. Now, if Nvidia can get above 124, then look for a run to 132. Again, that was another technical analysis that was very accurate. Now, moving forward, I want you guys to know that Nvidia is currently at its expected move at 135. Also, I would like to note that Nvidia is currently invalidating a bear flag. Usually when this happens, you'll typically get a pullback sometime in the future. Not to mention, we're currently still overbought on the RSI. Let's now take a look at current support and resistance. Current support is going to be at 132. If Nvidia breaks below 132, then I want you guys to look for a pullback to 124. Below 124, your next support is going to be at 119. Now, above current support, you have resistance at 140. If Nvidia can stay above 132, then look for a run towards 140. Let's now take a look at Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA. So in my previous video, when Tesla was about right here, I said that if Tesla could get above 325, then look for a run to 340. Once again, my analysis was on point. Now, like most of big tech, Tesla stock is currently overbought on the RSI. So proceed with caution. With that said, current support is going to be at 340. If the stock can't stay above 340, then look for a pull down to 325. Now, if Tesla breaks 325, then look for a further pull down to $300 per share. Above current support, Tesla has resistance at 361. If the stock can stay above 340, then look for that run to 361. The next stock is AVGO, Broadcom. So about a month ago, I predicted the stock to hit my price target at 228. Let's take a listen. Now, looking at the chart, the stock is currently inside of a bullish falling wedge. If we do get a breakout and a nice push towards the upside, my target is at $228 per share. So, current support for the stock is going to be at 220. If Broadcom falls below 220, then keep your eyes on these two support levels. Above current support, you have resistance at 235 and at 244. If the stock can get above 235, then look for that run to 244. Let's now take a look at Boeing. So as you guys can see, the stock is quite elevated above its 250-day moving averages. In this case, I'll be looking for a pullback to the 50 EMA at 183. With that said, current support for the stock is going to be at 204. If that level breaks, then look for a pull down to 192. Below 192, your next support is going to be at 183. Above current support, you have resistance at 212. If the stock can break above that level, then look for a run to 217. Overall, I do have a price target for Boeing at 235. The next stock is Palantir, ticker symbol PLTR. So current support for the stock is going to be at 124. If Palantir breaks below 124, then look for a pull down to 114. And below 114, your next support is going to be at 109. Overall, if Palantir can stay above 124, I will be looking for a run to my price target at 144. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.